Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say, and welcome to my channel. This is High Priestess Summer Rain. I've decided to do a general reading today. Earlier, I had this heart to do a reading for Pisces, and now I'm feeling like I need to do a general reading for my visitors. And I ask you to subscribe if this stuff means anything to you. If you understand what I'm saying, if you feel what I'm saying, you need to subscribe and come back and look at the videos as I put them up. I try to put them up the day before, but sometimes it doesn't work that way and they go up the day of. So this is a general reading for everyone. I've already prayed over the cards and pulled out four. This is a 4-card reading. The first card is the context. Second card is influences on the context. The third card is how you appear, and the last card is what the solution. So let us start out with the first card. This is Amun-Ra. Can you see it? Am I too close? Amun-Ra. He is the emperor. Amun-Ra. It looks pretty powerful there, with a sword and the orb, which is a womb on his head. So there's feminine and masculine energy in this. However, the emperor is an adult male, a fatherly figure with strong paternal qualities. And Amun-Ra is the sun god. So this card represents strength, the state, authority, and power in rigid organizations. Those with very many restrictions and a lot of bureaucracy. But this Ram, Amun-Ra, gets what he needs done by force. He's outgoing, extrovert, and represents the power of will. Fierce, unstoppable. Downside, lacks little tenderness, but relies on self and own resources to overcome restrictions. Decisions and experience are based on what he sees and experiences. So he's an empiricist. Look that up, empiricist. EMPIRICIST, empiricist. And those are folks who rely on what they see and real as truth. What they see and experience as truth. And it is truth, because perception is truth to everyone. We have 5 senses through which the truth of our reality comes in, or a truth of our reality comes in. And unfortunately, Amun-Ra, the emperor, does not think too much about the future, and is surprised by unseen events. So even though this is a very masculine, powerful, fierce, will-driven figure, he's short-sighted, doesn't look at the future, and he is surprised, taken by surprise by unforeseen events. So this is the context. Something's happening here where you're in a lot of bureaucracy, where you have tight restrictions around you, where you are hanging on by will, using your own resources to overcome these restrictions. Right now, you can only go by what you can see, because the situation is such that intuition right now, as looking at the emperor, is not happening. Things may be happening too fast. It could be in an organization. It could be with a relationship. It could be anything, but there's something that's happening that your intuition has turned off, and you're relying on logic. And the situation is so intense that you cannot even see into the future or make future plans, because you're not thinking clearly. Because clearly it is important to be present, to be in the present, but it's also important to think about future and not be taken by surprise. Next to the emperor, we have the high priestess. The high priestess is the mighty Isis, goddess of Egypt. This is a feminine energy, opposite from the masculine. Favorable influence of a woman here. Intuition, insights into problems, and produces solution because she has hidden knowledge. But she says that change is for the better. Okay? So this is what is influencing the context. And I like to go with change for the better. This masculine, will-driven person who is short-sighted in the surprise does not have the intuition a woman has. So maybe these are two people who balance each other out. Maybe you're married to them, girlfriend, boyfriend, other gender. Maybe partners at work or something. But the ram is so, I say it's arrogant that he won't even listen, or the context won't even allow intuition to come in, or the feminine to come in. He's a know-it-all. And again, based on what he sees and observes, which is very little compared to the rest of the people in the world and their interpretations of things. That's why intuition from the High Priestess is so important. They really need each other in a way. Let's go to Wands, the Ten of Wands, and see what it's telling us with this. Overwhelming. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I didn't even show you the Emperor. The High Priestess. This is the High Priestess. She's beautiful. Mighty Isis. Remember, the orb on top of the head is fertility, and she's got for some reason I'm having a brain fart. She has this in her hand, which is similar to a cross, but it means male and female energies in it. So, let's see what Tens of Wands say. Okay, something's happening. And this is the face that is being presented in this context. From who, we don't know yet. But it says from you, if we go by the book. But the Ten of Wands represents overwhelming oppression, doing too many things at once, feeling victimized and persecuted. Resources spread too thin to be effective. Bottom line, whatever the cause, this card suggests a loss of control over one's life or surroundings. I would think that this would be an issue with an individual who is short-sighted and arrogant and believes that they have the answer to everything and moves everything by sheer will. They can't see the future. So oppression, further restrictions seem on the horizon for this individual. The thing that can bring this together is the High Priestess. With her intuition, she can help this individual who's in this context. This is a man. This is someone, some gender in your context that has this issue and is going to face a terrible, overwhelming depression because the resources are spread too thin and because they rely on yourself for everything. I mean, when you rely on yourself for everything, I mean, it's impossible. I mean, people do it. I mean, look at single mothers every day. They do that themselves. Single fathers, people, who have adopted kids on their own, and other people. They really, have to rely, self-reliance. But they always say you need a support group. You need to go out and be social and have some friends. I don't think that Mr. Amen-Ra in this position right here is doing that. This logic is going to take him down a path because he's only thinking about himself, seeing things that affect him, observing things that affect him, and not looking at anything that affects anybody else, which is a closed-minded individual. So I moved the High Priestess over here because we know that this woman has the intuitive power to help this individual in their life. Their feminine energy can help this person. When I read for Pisces this morning, I could have swore my intuition was telling me about a marriage. and thinking about not getting married because of impending doom. But I think that if the high priestess, if you come across this individual, one, you might decide to run because they're not in your tribe, or two, it may be an interesting challenge to be with someone who is so strong, because that masculine paternal energy, it feels good to women and other genders. It feels good and protective. So there could be a situation here where you may be hooking up with an individual, or you already know this individual. I don't hook up, I'm not saying hook up meaning sex, but I mean maybe meeting each other. This could be at the workplace, this could be at a social event, this could be on the street, this could be in a business meeting. And what happens at the end, look at the solution, the lovers. Choices made from the heart, not the mind. They provide insight into partnerships. An important decision to be made, leading to new opportunities. Okay? This card represents the hand of fate. So right now, they're not working with intuition either. They're just saying whatever fate's going to bring us. So I'm going to say this is a very, 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 very interesting reading. And I do absolutely believe that this is an individual and this is an individual. This may be you and this is someone you know. There will be a meeting of the minds. There will be a time to talk. There will be a time to think about new things and not the restriction and rigid things that he's relied upon. And there may be a coming together that is love, that is friendship, in a work situation, in many other situations. So just don't think about this as just, oh, I'm looking for a lover and, I like the opposite. The strong male attracts me, or the male's like, oh, the feminine woman attracts me. No. This is about finding folks who can fit together so they can live together in peace and be able to make decisions that make sense. And when that happens, this fate of oppression kind of falls away by the wayside, kind of comes out, because these two are going to get together to avert this oppression, and they will be working together in some way. And I don't believe lovers totally explains this. This could be any situation. So the advice I'm left to give to you, the reader, is to be on the lookout for this individual. Maybe you're not seeing what's in front of your face. Maybe they are charading as someone else or something else. But you got to see what's right in front of your face. If this person relies on logic, then that's a nice balance to intuition. And they go together nicely, but they can't go together if the ram in his arrogance is just like, it's all about me. He has to be able to see and hear things from other people and grasp the idea that there may be some things in the cosmos that he doesn't know. And to start to believe in the metaphysical and the intuition is something that he needs to do. But I think these two are going to hook up, like I said, and everything is going to be okay. And hooking up means in a workspace, friendship, social event, something. And there will be a meeting of minds. That's your reading for today. And I thank you for coming to my channel. This is general reading for August 8th, 2018. I hope it was inspirational. I hope you know these people. Maybe they are you. Because sometimes cards can be read for you, but it could be for someone else that you know, right? So just don't think these cards are only for you. You can share this message with your friends who you think are making some bad decisions and maybe on the road to oppression and total loss over one's life, which sounds horrible, but we're looking at the good stuff here. friendship comes out of this. That's a good thing. Thank you so much for visiting me today. Please like this if you like it. Please subscribe. Please share. Please come back and visit. There'll be new readings tomorrow. I tend to be focusing on Pisces as the only zodiac sign, and because that's what I'm feeling. And goodbye. Thank you so much. Have a blessed and peaceful day. And remember, karma's a bitch. So you need to treat people nice. If you want to be treated nice back, you better do nice things to people if you want things done nice back to you. And you need to work hard if you want that hard work to pay off and come back to you. Be blessed. Thank you.